Well, anyway, now we're going to talk about who's going to dance with Hangnail. Jay White. Why did the other heels in the gang bang bang gang bang gang bang
Bang Bang Gang.
bang bang gang? Why did they come out on tricycles?
I do not have an explanation. I don't know.
Has there been anything mentioned in the programming as to why that the top heel group, apparently, from what we're being led to believe here in by the booking, come out riding tricycles?
The only previous mention I can think of with tricycles in wrestling was that week you mentioned them on The Experience talking about the children's parking area at the hospital, that there'd be tricycles up there.
Well, but that was in a completely different context.
Maybe it inspired these guys.
But now, were these some kind of cool new, hip modern modes of transportation that the young kids are doing? And I just don't know it. Or was that actual kids' tricycles?
They certainly weren't kids' tricycles, I don't think. And, the Guns and Juice Robinson aren't exactly young. I don't know if I would say this is what the young kids are doing on these things. I think that they thought this would be something cool to do. I can't explain it to you.
All right. Well,
it's like a gang of children behind Jay White, who's the size of a child.
Well, they started this match. Jay White showed him the belt and then slapped him and bailed out to the floor. And then they tied up and Jay White slapped him and bailed out to the floor. And then Hangnail did a dive and they fought on the floor and went to the break. Okay, they came back right at the 9 o'clock hour. So this apparently, Hangnail Page and Jay White is what they envisioned as big stars in their company that would garner a viewership at 9 o'clock. And again, they're having a fucking match. I don't... Page has no oomph. I'm not thrilled with Jay White as a single. And at one point, Jay White gave Page the knee breaker on the apron like Flair used to do on his knee to set up for the figure four. And that looked like it could have really fucked his fucking knee up. And they went through 2 breaks on this thing. It just went so long. They had to do the stuff where they fight on top gingerly with each other, helping each other execute the move, the flip off the top together. Page did his blind moonsault where he climbs up to the top and flips backwards off and doesn't even check to see if the guy's still standing there. And I wrote it. White does shit to White. This will not end. And then Page had been selling his leg in between times where he wasn't. And finally, he bobbled on a buckshot, but hit the dead eye, got a 2 count. And the heels drew the referee, and Nana distracted Page, and White schoolboyed him. 1, 2, 3. And I thought, okay, at least thank God this is over. But it wasn't. Because then suddenly, Page gets to chase Prince Nana off, but the Bullet Club Gold is still in the ring, and MJF's music plays. Before we go any further, any final comments on Page and
I can't add too much more. Page is just cold as ice right now. The elite fans still pop for him, but, this guy walking out there like he has shit in his pants. He's a former world champion. And he really doesn't mean that much on this show. And Jay White, they've been trying to do something with him. We'll see if it works here. There are people that were really anticipating this match. I didn't think it was that special.